Welcome back to Talking Dead. That was Corey Payne on why Ezekiel started his secret medical clinic. We're back with Emily Kinney, Ian Anthony Dale, and Paolo Lazzaro. Emily, can you talk about your reaction to Ezekiel starting this secret hospital?
Oh, yeah, it's so sweet. It's awesome. I like that he started it behind. I noticed the little veterinarian petting farm first too. I like that he kind of hid it behind there, and yeah, I think it's really noble and good of him that he did that.
I think it's beautiful. I also was partially hoping he was going to build some robotic tiger or something, some sort of mecha Shiva or something, but Secret Hospital is very nice. Secret Hospital is very nice. This is from Sky Mebo of TWD on Twitter. Ian, what was it like filming the small procedure scene with Melissa and Kari?
Well, we were very fortunate to have Lily, the director, who we just saw has a history of working as an actor and director on ER for so many years, and she was probably involved in some capacity on hundreds and hundreds of surgical scenes. And so having her stewardship for that scene made it pretty easy for us. I will say, though, there were certain moments where we were sort of very apparent of the fact that I'm not wearing gloves, I'm not wearing masks. We're in a barn next to llamas and horses and pigs, and
it's not ideal.
This is a breeding ground for some sort of infection to take this woman's life even after a successful appendectomy. But no, it was a lot of fun, and she did a great job directing us, and it was great to have her there. But yeah, getting to play around with some guts, that's as close as Tomy's gotten to that type of gore, at this point in his arc. But they did one take where they stuffed as many bloody giblets into that open appendectomy cavity as possible. So as I was picking them out and Lily just kept rolling and rolling, I kept on saying to Melissa, just more goals. I can't see the giblets. We've got to lock off the artery, and it was just it was a little mayhem and a little
just as a joke. You'd be like, oh no, that goes back in. Sorry. Right.
I mean, it was the absurdity of the situation led Melissa and I to have the giggles. That broke up a few takes, but it was all in good fun.
I want to talk about your moment with Mercer because it's such an emotionally powerful moment to see this guy who never breaks. He never breaks that character, and see actually the emotional fallout of his actions. That he's not inhuman. He's not just a machine. He's a deeply emotional, empathetic person, and he opens up to he confesses to Princess basically. Can you kind of talk about that moment and what's going through Princess's mind?
Well, I think it's the same answer to when people ask why do Princess and Mercer connect. I think they always see more than what they're like. She sees more to him than his armor, and he sees more to her than her comedic timing and her wild behavior. And so I think they disarm each other. Like the walls, when they're in front of each other, the walls start going oh, and they can connect. And that's what I think is so beautiful. And to witness Michael doing that scene, I mean, you guys saw it. It's you can't take your eyes off of him. And I couldn't. He's just brilliant. It was so good to see that side of Mercer and the multi-dimensional aspects of his character.
Emily, did you have a reaction to that when Mercer confesses this thing that he's done?
Yeah, I really loved Princess's reaction, and she seemed very supportive and open so that he could tell this to her. And I think it also just shows us that he's someone who is evaluating all the things he's doing and saying what's right and what's wrong for me. And so therefore I do think it's possible in the future that he can go, well, maybe I don't just want to do what people tell me to do. I don't want to just be with the Commonwealth. It's showing that he's having these thoughts and discussions in his head about what he should be doing.
Yeah, and that they're having this, this emotional connection as well, that they can support each other and love each other in this kind of crazy, chaotic, whatever is happening at the Commonwealth.
That it goes beyond physical.
Yeah, it definitely feels like they're lifelines for each other in a really beautiful way.
It felt like Bonnie and Clyde when we did that moment of let's go inside. Let's figure it out together. Let's go. Let's do it.
Well, coming up, we have our Talking Dead throwback clip and the exclusive sneak peek of next week's episode of The Walking Dead. We'll be right back.